Please, more young people.
Hi, everybody. I am the second consecutive Paul on this side, and I'm actually a member of a demographic here that's been talked about a lot, but nobody's really heard from. I am white, male, mentally ill, I am autistic, I am awkward, I am a shut-in, and I love my violent video games. And what I have to say is that we have a problem. We have a problem with guns. And I'm going to say some things about this. But everything I say here, I want you to think about what we can do and how we can use this. The eyes of not just, Lincoln, the eyes of Nebraska are on this room right now. We are the capital state. We are an example of the best this city, this state, and I would even say this country has to offer. We are generous, we are kind, we are a loving community. So everything we do here in this room and everything we take out of it, we need to be willing to make an example of that and carry that everywhere we go. Teachers, parents, students, officers, we need to provide a united front and put pressure on the legislature, the leaders of our communities, to work together to put a stop to all of this. Now, I hear a lot about protecting schools, and I apologize if I'm shaking. Like I said, I'm mentally ill, I'm autistic. This is a personal hell for me being here right now. So, I apologize if I'm getting a little shaky. Everyone talks about protecting schools, resource officers, more after-school programs. I think mental health is a great issue to address. Sorry.
You're okay. You're all right.
Only 2 to 3% of all violent crimes are committed by mentally ill people. Everybody else, completely healthy. Mentally ill people are more likely, 10% more likely than anybody else to be the victim of violent crime. So while I think mental health is an excellent item to discuss, it is not what we need to be talking about right now. Guns. What happens when our children leave the school building? After school programs only serve to make that one Fort Knox safer. When Maya graduates and is no longer in school, is she no longer worth protecting? What happens when our children leave the school building? We have a bigger problem in this state. We need to stop people's access to guns. Now, a lot of people will say here, Second Amendment, very, very important. And I agree. Like I said, I love violent video games. I think guns are very interesting. So one thing to know about this is the only justification I've ever heard for why people might need to have a semi-automatic weapon in the home is so that they can protect themselves if an unjust government comes to shut them down. Well, I'm going to tell you something about shutting down an unjust government. So, the longest recorded sniper shot in history was just a little under 2.25 miles. That would be, so you give Usain Bolt, the fastest man on earth, a semi-automatic rifle, and pit him against that sniper using an American-made sniper rifle. It would take him 8 minutes of constant running to get into range of fighting back. The only people that's owners of semi-automatic rifles would reasonably be able to fight against would be the other people who love semi-automatic weapons. You're not going to shut down an unjust government with a gun. The only thing you're going to do is have something that can be stolen by a person who is angry, who wants to hurt other people. Our students are important when they are in school, when they are out of it, when they are no longer students. The only thing we can do is to make a united front. Parents, teachers, non-teachers, members of the community, faith and otherwise. We need to put a freaking stop to this. This is ridiculous. Nobody fucking needs a semi-automatic rifle.